If Oblique Seville can run 9.60 seconds over the men's 100 meters, as his coach Glen Mills says, then shouldn't he obviously win the World Championship title for 2022? Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Now go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, go in and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button. And finally, leave your comments after this sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. Then we'll take a look at your comments. So stay until the end. You just might hear from yourself. Una ready? Yep. Good to go. Well, finally, the great one himself, Coach Glen Mills, has stated that he believes his athlete, Oblique Seville, can run, get this, 9.60 seconds and below for the men's 100-meter titles. This, of course, means so many things. This means, of course, that he should obviously become the world champion and perhaps could attempt to break Usain Bolt's remarkable 100-meter world record. So, great ones, kings and queens, what do you think? Do you think this is possible? Now, I must admit that we here at Peter Lloyd World have theorized and stated in previous videos that we believe, given the way he ran that 9.86 seconds at the National Stadium, we believe that Oblique Seville could run faster, but we theorized maybe a 9.70. So let's take a listen to the legendary great one himself, Coach Glen Mills, in his own words.
Every race is different, so it's a different day, different environment this weekend. So he could run fast as the 9.6 are faster. So we'll see what kind of condition, but he's in good condition.
I must admit, I have listened to that interview repeatedly over and over again, and I keep wondering if it was a slip of the tongue. I mean, people, I don't think you understand that. Well, I shouldn't say that. Most of you are very knowledgeable about track and field. A 9.60 is serious time. That's seriously fast. So I'm not joking. This one has, sort of held my attention. So anyway, let's take a look at Oblique Seville's mind-bending 9.86 run, which he did earlier this year at the National Stadium. Now, as we had stated regarding this particular race some time ago in a previous video, what was remarkable to me is that he ran 9.86 and he wasn't being pressed. There was no one in that race who could challenge him. There was, it's not like a Usain Bolt at a World Championship or an Olympic game or being pressed by some of the fastest runners in the world. And I'm not knocking the people in that race, but seriously speaking, people, there was really no one there to press young Oblique Seville. So if he could run a 9.86 there under those conditions, that's serious, people. That's no joke. That's no joke. Now, I believe that this might have been one of the points that Glen Mills himself also raised. But I had to say this to you again. I did say it before. It did sort of astound me. The other thing is that we clearly saw him getting to that sub 10 seconds. We saw the progress, and that's the very good thing about this. He didn't just, he wasn't running like a 11.4 something, and then the following day he just ran a 9.86. We saw the progression, and of course you all remember when he finally hit that magical number, that 10 seconds flat over the men's 100 meters.
Sent off and running, great start that for Dennis. Also traveling well, Oblique Seville. Oblique Seville moves away from the rest of the field, and he'll take this one. Oblique Seville, 10.01 the flash time. Negative 0.4, 10 seconds flat, that's a new personal best, and he's inching closer. Give him a big hand.
Now, of course, I think all of us who are track enthusiasts will remember seeing Oblique Seville hitting that 10-second barrier. That was an amazing thing. So here is my 2 cents. Can Oblique Seville run a 9.60? One, if the great coach Glen Mills, who is the coach of the man who presently owns both the 100 and 200 meter world record, Usain Bolt, as well as the coach of the man who is the second fastest all time, Johan Blake, if he says he can do it, people, who am I to argue? He probably can do it. But let me just throw in my little 2 cents. I had said he could run a 9.75 or 9.70. I didn't see him running a 9.6 until maybe another 2 years or so. But the way he has been consistently improving, it's not impossible. What surprised me is that Coach Glen Mills actually said this. People who don't know Coach Glen Mills, this is not normal. But I suspect the young man, Coach Glen Mills. I mean that I'm joking, tongue in cheek, of course. He's just getting, you get to that stage in your life where you just say what you want to say, and I think he's just saying what he wants to say. And also, he seemed to be predicting that he's going to be running this time, possibly. And the conditions here at the National Stadium are actually ideal for sprinting if they remain this way. He could probably run a 9.60 or below, which would mean that he'll be challenging for Usain Bolt's world record. I want you to understand that. Now, the second part of the question. So I'm saying that, yes, it is highly possible, given the fact that the great one has said he can do it, and the way he has been progressing, he can possibly get to, I would say, a 9.65, 68. But if the boss says he can run that, then he can run it. The second part of the question is simply this. The great one, Glen Mills, also, from what he says, I'm assuming that obviously Oblique Seville is the clear favorite going in to win the World Championship, the 100 meter title. I'm going to tell you the 2 reasons why I think this. One, the young man from Africa, the young man from Kenya, who has the 9.85, has not matched that time since then. And in fact, his times, if you've been watching his races, are getting slower. He's barely getting to 10 seconds at this point. So, and contrary to that, is the fact that Oblique Seville is actually improving his times and getting faster and faster. So Oblique Seville, clearly, in terms of just time, there's no USA athlete, no European athlete, no other athlete in the world has managed, to my memory, certainly no USA athlete has ran below 9.90 thus far this year. If I am wrong, please correct me, but I can't think of anybody. No Fred Curley, nobody else. So clearly, going in, he would have to be the clear favorite to win, all right, the World Championship. So I'm saying that if he maintains this, and if he can maintain this kind of time, he will probably win the World Championship. Of course, that's just my 2 cents. What are your opinions? Do you think he can win the World Championship? And do you think he can actually run 9.60 and or challenge for the world record? I'd love to know your thoughts. So let's take a look at your comments. Now, King Andrew Rose wrote, he looked as if he could even run faster. He was talking about when he ran the 9.86. He was definitely off the radar until he won a race over some of the favorites. I was expecting Sashin Dennis and Watson to be up there. I remember you saying Bolt, but we know he was destined for greatness. The name only says it all. I guess we have to pass the baton over to him. All right. King Maurice Daly says, tell you about Seville, Burnett, Akeem Blake, and Sachin Dennis before you mentioned it. And also look for Conroy Jones as well. Don't remember that, but if you said that, I know you probably say it more than likely, King Maurice. Pick up yourself, and I will look out for Conroy Jones. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so we can continue to grow. The goal now is 30,000 subscriptions. Hit the subscribe button, please, kings and queens. Also, hit the notification bell. Hit the like button if you enjoy the video. Leave your comments. Remember, you are royals. You are kings and queens. Bless up.